Oh, hello there. Yes, hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, skis. Yes, we have a brand new week for everybody. Isn't that fantastic? We woke up today. I have a little bit of a voice issue, but I'm going to work through it. I'm going to drink my coffee, skis. I'm going to have some water, and we're going to make it through the day. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend full of wonderful professional wrestlings and all that accoutrements and all that good shit. I hope you've all had a wonderful time. I hope you're ready for the week, because I know I am. That's right. We're here with Wake and Bake, your morning positivity. I love positivity. Do you love positivity? Well, I don't like negativity. Let's really get this show started. Hey, Watermark. You're late for work. Oh, sweet. Had to wake up Watermark. Watermark was apparently rolling around in bed, still smoking a bowl. So I was like, hey, you have to get to work. Come on. Oh, even the graphics don't want to show up sometimes, but Schwartzy's going to show up. I'll tell you right now. How is everybody doing this morning? Let's do our morning good mornings. You know how that goes. Oh, BD Smooth. I saw BD Smooth this weekend. BD Smooth marched right up to me. Had some food on his face and said, hey, homie, BD Smooth is available for bookings. So I wanted to tell all of you out there, BD Smooth is available for bookings. It's a very sexual experience. Sometimes don't find yourself seduced on the wrong end of town. Let him know. He was at Flophouse number 1. Oh, look at that. He was in the Royal Rumble. We had a Brother Rumble, which was a very popular name, as you know. So a lot of people have their brother or called my hey brother. I think Ziggy Dice had a hey brother rumble. It's funny. So, available for bookings. BD Smooth. Oh, isn't that nice? Good morning, Larry. Good morning, friend of the show, Larry. Good to see you this morning. Head on over to Gavin Alexander's merchandise. Please buy his merchandise. It's fantastic. You'll love it. I know you'll love it. He's really working hard on it. We're going to have him on the show and talk about it someday. I think next week we've got him on. I've got a whole schedule of wonderful guests to have. I get it lost in the shuffle, skis. Hello, Donald. Donald's always here, usually the first one in the chat. I don't know if you're the first one here this morning, but you are definitely here bright and early, and I appreciate you so much, Donald. Thank you for joining the show, Ski. So nice to have you. Nice to have everybody here. We get together in the morning. We spread positivity to everybody, and we have a guest on. We have segments and shit like that. Schwartzy is going to read some stupid tweets. I've got some really stupid tweets from some stupid people who, the internet. You have a license to drive a car. You have a license before you get out and take a vehicle on the road and just start swerving that cocksucker all over the place and you hit everybody. So, sometimes there might be, we might need a little bit of a venting process before you can have a social media. You can just put your opinionations. I'm going to put my opinionation on Twitter. So brazenly, homie player, we got some people that just should not do that. I'm telling you right now. Vinnie RATTLOCKE here in the morning. That's right. Probably got that If you follow me on TikTok, I reviewed the Air, Land, and Sea Burger because it was my cheat day. And when you can't eat shitty food all week, you think of the shittiest food. So all week I said I wanted a McDonald's. Land, Air, and Sea Burger. If you head on over to my TikTok at Schwartzy, that's right, at Schwartzy, you can head on over to my TikTok, and you can see I tried to eat it is a Big Mac, a McChicken, and a McFish. First time I've actually ever had a McFish. Head on over there and see Schwartzy eat that grossness. You'd be surprised at what happened. But yes, no, I don't have Air, Land, and Sea Burger voice. Yes, Larry, we have you on the 3rd. Yes. I keep putting my coffee down. I need to have a sip. Got to get pumped for my homies. Got to get excited for the players. I had such a good weekend. It was so good. Let me tell you right now, Schwartzy was at RPW. Yes, that's right. Schwartzy was at RPW this last weekend, and what a good time it was. I got to hang out with Kenny Skis and Goose. Me, Kenny, and Goose. We wrestled Bulking Season. Oh, Arthur MacArthur with his big muscles overcompensating for his small Corvette. And Chuck Stone. No, I love those two very much. I know we had our issues in there. I know, Chuck Stone, you tried to eat goose. You cannot eat goose. We told you, do not eat goose. He said, I'm not trying to eat goose. And then sure enough, we were not paying attention. And Chuck tried to eat goose. You know, Chuck tried to eat goose at RPW amongst the nice rub down we had with CBD. Darren McCarty brand. We'll get into the Darren McCarty brand. That's right. It's right in front of my face, so you can't miss it. See, right in front of my punum. That's right. Darren McCarty doing the good work for all their homies, all their players. We're going to talk about that a little bit soon because this week we're going to review some Darren McCarty CBD and THC product. I'm going to review it for you right here, right in front of this camera for you in Flophouse, right here at Flophouse, Indiana. The only part of Indiana where it's legal is Flophouse, Indiana. Make our own rules here. We have our own law. It's like Lord of the... No, it's not like Lord of the Flies. We're pretty adult. Good morning, TJ. Yes, I just made a banned book reference. Speaking of banned books, stop that shit. Good morning, TJ. Good morning, TJ. Sorry, I need to give you my full attention. That's a picture of TJ. Good morning, TJ. You look nice in your cowboy hat, giving Schwartzy the business. Thank you for joining us this morning. I appreciate you. That's so nice. I can look at TJ. Huge supporter of the show. Huge supporter of the show. His picture's up there because his energy came through. He really came through for me in a tough time, in a major way. And I could not, you have to show your appreciation to other humans. That's how energy works. Excuse me, that's gross. I don't care. I'm uncouth. You have to show good energy every day to everybody. You have to keep energy flowing. That's how it works. You have to do for others. They do for you. You have to put out more than you put in. You always have to listen. There's a lot of you, and Schwartzy dealt with this recently. You sometimes wonder. Put out more than you put in. It's just the way it works in this world. I promise you, it's like a life hack. And you keep putting out more, it will not come back to you the way you put out. It never does. Celebrities will put out millions of dollars. So you think, oh, I just need to get famous and get millions of dollars and put out. You will never get back what you put in, but that's the idea. And that's not a bad thing. No. You're giving because other people don't have. You know what I'm saying? You are giving to everybody. Schwartzy gives to people because you don't have. And I have to understand that. I have to understand, of course. You have to keep putting in. And then eventually, all sheeps raise at the high tide. You know what I'm saying? We make a high tide for everybody. We make it good for everybody. You will always put out more than you put in. That's just the way it's going to work. You have to get comfortable with that. And it will be okay. And the more you put out, the more you'll be able to you'll get back. Honestly, You have to raise your, if it's a numbers game, raise your chances. Keep putting out, keep helping, keep doing, keep it going. Keep the energy aflowing, Holmes. That's how it works. We have to keep putting in. It's going to hurt. It's going to drain you. Recharge your batteries. Find out what it takes to recharge your batteries. Your mental health is very important. But you'll have to give in more than you put out. And I assure you, Schwartzy assures you, I'm going to do okay. We're about 10 minutes into the show, so I would be very remiss if I didn't do the thing that I love to do the most, and that's talk about my sponsors. That's right. What is this? This is old logo. I've got new logo. Ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't have this show. We couldn't be here. We couldn't be rocking and a-rolling, rocking and a-reeling, Barbara like the Beach Boys. We couldn't be doing this without our good homies at the Pro Wrestling Edge. That's right, Pro Wrestling Edge. What a wonderful podcast. I've been a guest many times, but I'm also a four-time listener. I'm not just a member. I'm the president. No, I'm not. I don't work there, but I would love to. Pro Wrestling Edge. They make you feel like one of the boys, even if you're not a male. You know, they make you feel like you're hanging out with the friends. They make you feel like you're padding around and all that shit. It's got a wonderful format. It's the boys sitting around talking about professional wrestling, reviewing professional wrestling, interviewing professional wrestling, and so much more. Not just in Michigan, but the Midwest. And they've branched out. They've moved on to sports. They're moving on to entertainment. And I've even got the inside info that they're working on some other podcasts that we will talk about here later in the week. I want to make sure that I'm not debuting any information for people that are working hard on things. You don't want to be that kind of homie. So give the guys at Pro Wrestling Edge a listen. You can find all their wonderful links below. I put them in the description for you. It's called Wake and Bake. I know there's bake involved, so I make it easy on you. You can also check out my homies at the Midnight Snuggie Hour. What? That's right, the Midnight Snuggie Hour. Our longest standing homies, our longest standing sponsors. They've had our back since day one. We appreciate you so much, and it's going to bear repeating. But you can head on over to Google Podcasts and check out the Midnight Snuggie Hour. They're about to put out new podcasts here soon. That's okay. They've got some back content. What you want to do is listen to Schwartzy very carefully. You want to go to Google Podcasts. This is crucial. You want to listen to the entire backlog. You want to get caught up. You want to get ready. You want to get in the know. And you want to click that Google Podcast notification. And they're going to let you know when new episodes come out, okay? And you'll be ready. It'll just be like, hey. And you'll be ready. You'll be ready for new episodes. So, tell everybody. Tell everybody to check out the Midnight Snuggie Hour. Also, if you want to become a sponsor of the show, if you want to sponsor the show, real quick, $25 for the week. And we're about to implement gaming streams and all that good shit. So you're sponsoring for $25 a week. You get 4 beautiful days of Schwartzy letting them know, cutting that hard as fuck promo for you on your brand, on your podcast. If you're one of the wrestling homies, I'll sell your merchandise for you. I don't care. I'll sell it for you. I'll sell real hard. Let me tell you, watch a Schwartzy match, daddy sells. Daddy's a seller. So let me know right now if you would like me to sell for you. And if you don't want me to sell for you, if you just have a couple doll hairs laying around and you're like, I'd like to kick Schwartzy a couple doll hairs, you can always just donate to the stream. We can shout you out. We appreciate you very much. This is Schwartzy's goal. This is Schwartzy's dream. This is what Schwartzy wants to do. He has a broadcasting degree. I have a degree in broadcasting. So doing this is wonderful for Schwartzy. He gets to take professional wrestling and his broadcasting degree and put them all together. So if you want to kick Schwartzy a couple bucks so I can go get my wife some smokes, Daddy would appreciate that. You don't hate that. I don't hate that one bit. So please, if you'd like to support the show, let me know. Let's head on over to the chat. Hello, everybody. I'm getting caught up. I had to shout out the sponsors. I love all of you. Hello, homies. We're going to start with Tony Ton. Hello, Tony Ton. I've known you for quite a while. It's so good to see you in the chat. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your day is full of positive vibes. I hope you run into somebody that lets you know how beautiful you are verbally in a store out of nowhere, because that's always nice. Random drive-by compliment. I hope you get one of those. Good morning, Roger. Let's talk to Roger. Roger's got a wonderful thing right here. Morning, Schwartzy. Hope you had a great weekend, bro. I did. I'll just answer that off the bat. I am celebrating being 61 pounds down, 39 more to my first major goal. 61 pounds? 61 pounds? Congratulations, Roger. Oh, that is so wonderful to see. You must feel so good. You must feel amazing. You must feel light on your feet. Getting the music going in the background, our vibes. But you must feel so good. I'm going to skip ahead. Don't worry, I'm not missing all your comments, but this one just popped up. The homies in the chat. Tyler, I'm going to give you your good morning. I got you, homie. But you are look at that. Look at everybody. This is what we do in the morning. We wake up, we look out for each other, we talk with each other, we pump up each other, we give each other positive vibes, we tell each other, oh, congratulations, and you did so good losing your 61 pounds. I'm so proud of you. I've got to get back to my hellos, but look at all these homies. Larry Jennings giving you congratulations, Roger. We meet up here in the mornings. We get each other going. We lift each other up. Monday morning is not an easy morning. I have cheat day right before this. I wake up. I feel fat. I feel gross. I feel sluggish. But we all get up and we lift each other up. I couldn't be here without you. Now Roger has all of you. Isn't that wonderful? Huzzah, Roger. From Vinnie RATTLOCKE. Okay. We have to get to the good mornings. We have to get back. Okay, Tyler. Tyler said good morning, Schwartzy, and everyone. Look at him, Tyler thinks of everyone right from the gate. Time for a giant dabskis of some wedding cake F4. Creamy vanilla goodness. Daddy, save some for me. That sounds really good. Is that sativa indica hybrid? Is it in the form of butter diamonds? Tell me a little bit about that. Tell me a little bit about that. Tell me what kind of dabs. Describe the dabs for all the homies in the chat. We're all dabbing here. We love dabs. We love them so much. Good morning, Nicole. I can't wait to see you this weekend. We have Origins, FGW Origins this weekend. I can't wait to see you. Nicole Delisle, she was on the show. She's got a lovely voice. It's what she does. She talks. She's an interviewer, personality, commentator, woman of all trades. Not jack of all, she's a Jill of all trades. And we love to see it. I can't wait. We have such a big show this weekend for FGW. I forgot to load all the graphics. That's my bad. FGW, we still got the commercial. I'll play all that. FGW's got a big show this weekend, Origins. It's the WrestleMania show. I have a last man standing with my former homie and player, Zodiac. I'm going to break your legs and beat the dog shit out of you. But this is a positive morning and all that good shit, so don't worry. But we've got a wonderful show. In fact, FGW, tomorrow on the show, I will be giving away 4 tickets. Maybe I'll give them away in a set of 2 and 2. Maybe I'll give them away in a set of 4. But I have 4 free tickets to FGW Origins, and we're giving them away tomorrow on the show. I will get into that. I will be putting a post up. Please pay attention to my social medias. This show has gotten way more interactive. Let me tell you right now. We've gotten way more interactive because we are doing things like that. We are going to give away. But not only that, we have a thing here now. We have decided to take RATTLOCKE, our homie RATTLOCKE. He is going to get way more interactive with all of you. You guys will get to choose all week what he eats. Now, Schwartzy was busy and unfortunately so consumed all weekend. Schwartzy's automobile is no longer in service and other things like that went down at the same time. So Schwartzy kind of dropped the ball. I'd like to take accountability. Listen, look at me. Schwartzy's doing this 4 days a week. He's dropped the ball sometimes and it happens. It's okay. Shit's okay. But we make good. We apologize. We take accountability. All that good stuff. And we're going to talk about it. It's called the viewer vote. I'm getting to that, RATTLOCKE. Don't talk shit. Viewer viral vote of the week. That's a lot of V's. Triple V's. Basically, you can vote on what he eats every day this week. Every day this week, he's going to eat something. So besides eating shit 2 days a week, you guys, I'm going to play the video. You are voting. The voting starts immediately after the show. So immediately after the show, there will be a post. You can all vote on what the homeboy will eat. All right. I had to cut the video because voting ends on Monday at 9 a.m. and it's at 9:21. That's not exactly accurate. So I'm trying to produce and direct and cut and be the switcher. Vote. I'll put up a post. Vinnie will put up a post too. We will track all the posts. So there'll be a couple, and we'll add it all up on all the posts and all that shit, and we will see what Vinnie eats. That's something that he does this for you. He eats all this gross shit. He puts cheese on Reese's Pieces. Gross. All right, back to the Chetskis. Oh, that Dabski was an Indica hybrid. Oh, so you in the couch. That it'll kind of put you out, but not really. Okay, I was curious what kind of Dabskis we were working with. We like to make ice water hash and press it low, and slow for some beautiful rose. Ah, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? Just reading that. What up, Blair? What up, Woblove? I can't really see the picture. I'm not really good. I'm sure I know you. I'm sure we're always. Let me see. Nope. Still high. Sorry about that. It's very nice to see you this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, joining Schwartzy and the Schwartzy Poos. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you're doing well. We're about to get into some things. We have our homie Zane Pasley on the show. He'll join us around 9:45. Isn't that nice? We're about to get in some, we're going to read some real stupid tweets. Good Lord. There are people out there who are just walking around with a license to do their thing. Good morning, Dano. Good morning, Dano. It is always wonderful to see you. It is always good to see Dano in the morning, helping the show out, making sure the show is good, making sure we look good, making sure we are well backed and sponsored with the Pro Wrestling Edge. Homie, I plugged a lot of your stuff, but I didn't want to spill the beans on some of your upcoming projects, but I did tell everybody how exciting it's going to be. You know? So maybe I will talk later, see if I can spill a little beans and give him a preview of what's going on the PWE front. Good morning, Sharp Dress Penguin. Good morning to you. You are so sharp dressed. Look at you. Good morning, you silly goose. I wonder who that is. Kenny? Kenny, is that you? Kenny? Oh my goodness, Kenny, is that you? I think that's Kenny. I'm not sure. I appreciate you all joining Schwartzy. Let me turn on my shitty background lo-fi for you all. Because if you're on streaming and you don't have lo-fi, nobody wants to watch your shit. Good morning to everybody. It's Joe. Okay. So, you call it, usually it's like, hello, silly goose. It's like, oh, hello, Kenny. So I wasn't sure. Kenny watches this show. He said he'd make a tweet. Good morning, Joe. Thank you for clearing the air. Thank you for that. I can't see everybody's picture and decipher. I'm doing my best. I can't see the picture. It's so small. My monitor's too small. I can't see the icon. Wob, will it come to you in due time? Don't make me decipher. You make me feel bad. You make me feel bad. I love all of you. I know it. I can't see this shit. So don't pick on Schwartzy. I'm trying to read stupid tweets for all of you. I can't see everybody's icon. I will shout you out. Just tell me who it is if I don't know you. Like Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Oh shit, don't make me feel so bad. I love you all. I just can't see the icon. I can see the little avatar skis and shit. See, Kyle Collision, homie of the show. What up, my brother? This is Kyle from Knockouts and 3 Counts. Love me some Knockouts and 3 Counts. That is also a very good podcast. That is a very well done podcast. I'll tell you right now. Besides PWE, that's another one I kind of watch, and I'm like, we don't steal ideas or anything like that because that's shit. But you watch for format, you see how people are laying things out a little bit here and there. You watch the people you want to kind of be like, and their show is very good. I love this stuff. I can't wait to see you on the 10th. Yes, sir, homie. I can't wait. We're going to have you here too on the show. Oh, my voice. Goodness gracious. I can't wait. See, thank you so much. Well, fuck. Look at everyone poking at Schwartzy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to be better to my Schwartzy poos. Look at everyone laughing, having a good time at Schwartzy's expense. As long as you're... Guess what? See that? As long as you're smiling... As long as you're smiling and laughing and tearing up, Schwartzy will stunt and hot dog for all of you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. It's so good to see you. We're about to get into stupid tweets. I'm about to read stupid tweets. That's right. I'm about to read them stupid tweets. You ready for stupid tweets? Good morning, Parker. Slim Parker. This is actually half of Parker. I don't know where the other half went. He's lost so much weight. I'll give you a hint. I see you all. Do I see you back? I want to find out who you is. I don't like this game anymore. I see a beard. Brandon? Is that Brandon skis? Brandon? I see a beard and a beanie. And just like a... So it is the smiling face. I know that smile, I think that's Brandon skis. My homie Brandon skis. The smile's giving it away a little bit. I love that. See, now that I can stare at it, because I have to pay attention to all my Schwartzy poos and my homies at the show. So I'm giving you ding, ding, ding. I've just earned myself a little smokes case. Everybody, let's all pause for the cause. Let's all take a second. Right now, I want to let you know, I'm going to review this a little bit. I want to review this one. We are currently smoking on Darren McCarty's main event. It is 24.82% THCA. It has 27.0.5% cannabinoids. We are currently smoking, and they come in a nice eighth, a nice 3.5 grams. We're going to be smoking on that today. Friend Darren McCarty hooked me up this weekend, and my homies and my players over at the show. Please head on to your local dispensary, especially in Michigan, and pick up the Darren McCarty brand. We're going to try this. Let's go! I tried this other one last night. Right? This is actually the first time I'm sipping a lip. It is the main event strain. Okay? Main event strain by Darren McCarty. Oh, that is delicious and delightful. It was good going in. I just couldn't say anything. Oh, that is delicious going in, coming out. I took a little bit much. It was so delicious coming in, I pulled a little extra there at the end. Gracious. If I wasn't doing radio, I wouldn't chase that with no coffee. That was delicious. But I'm trying to podcast for you. That was very delicious, very smooth. Hits very well. I can feel it I can feel it making its way to my brain just now, slowly, like taking a little train. Slow, like the slow train. To my brain, just to let it know. That was good. That was good. Darren McCarty's strain main event. 2 thumbs up skis. No thumbs down skis, only 2 thumbs up skis. This is our rating scale for marijuana. It's the thumbs. You might get 1, 2, 3, 0. You might... Both of these. Look at these. 2 thumbs up, homie. Who's ready for some stupid tweets? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get into stupid tweets. Stupid tweets, you know about these things. People basically shouldn't be on the internet. And stupid tweets are brought to you by our friends at Ruthless Pro Wrestling.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling, the newest and hottest pro wrestling company in the Midwest. Featuring today's hottest talent and the wrestling stars of tomorrow. With hard-hitting and high-flying action. And a reputation of the high-stakes world of deathmatch wrestling. Join RPW at our monthly live events. Or stream us anytime on iwtv, the internet's premier streaming service for independent wrestling. Join us for all of the ruthless action.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling. It's not just a style, it's a lifestyle. Capiche?
Oh, I was trying to snag a drag of that Darren McCarty. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and other uncopyrighted things, so I can't continue that whole thing. It is time. It is time for stupid tweets. Let's find us some stupid tweet music. Stupid tweets. We're going to stupid tweets. Going to read some stupid tweets. I got all those stupid tweets to the beats of stupid tweets. Look at that. I gave you a little intro song. I made that up myself right here on the fly. I can do that. You know why? Because I'm a rapper. No, I'm not a rapper. I'm not. Lord, once upon a time, I freestyled really well, drunk as hell at a party in middle school, and they've never heard the end of it. After that, I couldn't rhyme to look at it, I'm stumbling now. So it's time for that. It's time for stupid tweets. We have a lot of viewers right now. I think a lot of people are ready for stupid tweets. Twitch is a poppin'. Look at that. Thank you all for joining me on Twitch for stupid tweets. There are some very stupid people in the world. You know how this works. Sorry about that. Don't know how to get bullied by the graphic. The graphic always tells me I'm the vet. I say, okay, vet, I'm moving over. Don't shit on me. Move my dab skis. Move my ball skis. Move my phone skis. We're going to read some stupid tweets. We're going to talk about why people... Schwartzy dropping dope lyrics. And what? And a 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our first stupid tweet. Is there a non-winter Olympics or question mark? Okay. Do any of you know? Can you help this homie out? Can any of you let them know if there's a non-winter Olympics? I don't know if one exists every 4 years. Schwartzy's brain hurts after that one. Stupid tweets brought to you by Ruthless Pro Wrestling. And definitely encouraged by the weed I'm smoking from Darren McCarty. Damn! Everybody birthday this year. Everybody birthday. And maybe next year too. But this year, yes, it is everybody's birthday this year. Happy birthday, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful birthday this year. It might not come around again or something. These are stupid tweets. Stupid tweets. Stupid tweets. My sister is pregnant, emoji. I can't wait to see if I'm gonna be an auntie or uncle. That works a different way. You know, you should be whichever one you feel like you are, but I think the homie player, that's a little bit different. That works a little bit different. Just be comfortable, I guess. You can call yourself whatever you want, but you need to learn how that works, homie. Oh, poor sister. Well, like, hope my baby don't get my brother's stupid gene. Stupid tweets. Stupid tweets. Stupid tweets. Oops, wrong one. Ladies and gentlemen, Ebola has reached Dallas. I'm packing my bags and moving to Texas. I can't stay in a diseased country any longer. Well, the things you suffer from are not a disease. I assure you that you do not have a disease unless it is brain deterioration, skis. That is truth. That is truth. Stupid tweets. Cannot pay attention at all while doing my homework. I think I got the HD. It's not that, homie. I assure you, it is not that. It is not the HD. No, you are a victim of being stupid because you put out a stupid tweet. Don't put out stupid tweets or you're going to be put out. If you put out a stupid tweet, homie, you're going to be put out on Front Street, courtesy of Schwartzy and the Schwartzy Blues. Thank you. Remember, if you're enjoying stupid tweets, if you're enjoying the Schwartzy deal, if you're on Twitch, please follow me. Give me a follow. We love to see you on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, I love to see you on YouTube. Please give me a subscribe. Turn the notification skis on. You know, give it a like. If you like my shit, I appreciate it. There's a homie that likes to literally dislike it's the same homie every time. It doesn't matter when you react to Schwartzy's video, he gets put in the algorithm. It's if you don't do it. Schwartzy doesn't get too stunned, so please let them know. And on Facebook, please share the link. I'm going to keep this up today and give me a like. Huh? Give me a little reaction. A little less conversation, a little more reaction. Stupid tweets. Stupid tweets. Stupid tweets. Is your meth contaminated with coronavirus? This Florida Police Department will test it for free. The above mentioned retweet. I'm not falling for this again. Well, I think we found Florida Man's account. You know, we've all heard about Florida Man. I think I found his actual legit Twitter. You know, I found Carmen Sandiego a couple of times. So good. No surprise I found Florida Man. It's no surprise. I find you, Florida Man. I will be heading back to Florida soon for Generation Championship Wrestling, by the way. So don't forget about that. We'll get into that in a little bit. Who slid this in here? Who put this in? This is not so much a stupid tweet as it is hilarious. What? Who slid? I'm going to read it anyway. Everybody has God-given talents. Mine just so happens to be slanging this wood in my pants. Does Dennis Smith Jr. work for this show? He didn't even black out his name. He just wants everyone to know he's slanging the wood. Who put this in here? Who did that? I think my producer slid in. She wanted to see. I should really proofread these. This man is slanging wood. Stealing my gimmick. Get out of here. What is the name of the ogre in those Shrek movies again? Steve. Name Steve. No, I'm just joking. It's Bill. Yeah, Bill. Bill the ogre and Shrek. Oh my goodness. He says, oh, what is the name of the big green motherfucker who gets all the royalties for Pixar? It's Shrek. 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 Yeah. No, that is Ventura. Oh, look at all these. We have so many viewers this morning. That's so nice. Homophobia is so stupid. It is. Who the hell is afraid of homes? Hashtag ignorance makes me angry. You're on to something. I was with you. The Schwartzy Poos, we were with you. We were with you. You know? Steve says I'm no longer. But you lost me when I have to break to you that is not what that is, homie. That is a whole different type of, it is ignorance, homophobia, skis. But it is not a fear of domiciles, homes, apartments, freestanding buildings that people frequent. That's not what that is. Woof. And the last one we got here, because Taco Bell is bringing back that wonderful Mexican pizza. Old Spice, is your deodorant really made? Is your deodorant made with really old spices? Sorry, stumbling on my words. I have broadcasting degree. I do cut promos. I make mistakes. I stumble on my shit. That is human. This is a show for humans by humans doing human shit. Never forget that. Old Spice, is your deodorant made with old spices? Really old spices? Is it? You tell me, homie. And those were stupid tweets. Stupid tweets. Hope you like stupid tweets. Monday stupid tweets. That was the outro song. Someone remix that for me. Someone remix my songs for me that I sang for all of you today, so I can have intro songs. Somebody help Schwartzy out. He's here for your pleasure. He's here for your pleasures. And your pleasures matter to me. Schwartzy, change that music so I can't sing like an asshole. Keep that lo-fi on so I can get hits on YouTube. Stupid tweets. Whoop whoop, get it, Schwartzy. Hello, Brand Jerk Josh. Nice to see you on this show. Always love seeing your content, skis. Always good to see you. Brand Jerk Josh. Should have you on this show, Brand Jerk. No, Brand Jerk. Turn that music down. That music's quite loud. You guys enjoying yourselves? I hope you're all enjoying yourselves today. I hope everyone's finding themselves well. I hope we're all hamming it up. Jackson Breeze, as we were talking about, we have FGW this weekend. FGW's got his big show origins. And as my man, Schwartzy versus Michael Joseph Zodiac this Friday. His government name. Yes, we have a last man standing match this weekend, Jackson Breeze. We haven't seen you in a while. We hope to see Jackson Breeze. We always hope to. I hope to see Jackson Breeze soon. You have not been around the way. You have not been well. You have been drinking. I don't care about indulging, but don't overindulge, homie. We love you. You've been absent in the FGW universe, and the fans and the boys and the homies and what's the inclusive? The locker rooms is what we'll call it, not the boys, the locker. We hope for a return. What is going on in the storyline of Jackson Breeze? Not actually an alcoholic. We don't want to put you on blast, but we want to know. And you know how else you can know is you can know when there's a with the 4 free tickets we're giving away to Origins tomorrow. We're giving away 4 free tickets to the big show, the WrestleMania show. Jackson Breeze, hopefully we have you return from whatever craziness you have. Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way over to FGW this weekend. We will have more on that later. They're always my homies. They're always my players, and you can catch them every Friday night.
Southwest Ohio's premier wrestling federation can be found right here in Hamilton, Ohio, every Friday night. Join us for pulse-pounding, hard-hitting, old-school professional wrestling from some of today's best wrestling talent during Friday Night Fury. If your dream is to compete in the ring, Fox Pro Wrestling Academy is the place to go. Train under Hall of Fame trainer Cody Hawk and learn wrestling from one of the best of all time. Find out more by visiting us on Facebook at Future Great Wrestling. Oh, man!
Oh, I thought I got it. There's still that Darren McCarty. That Darren McCarty will get you. That's some good shit. That's smooth. That's so smooth. That main event. There was the main event strain, Darren McCarty. We are always down to come on, Brain Jerk. We're always down to come on. We need to have you on. Let's do it. You know, always reach out to Schwartzy. Let Schwartzy know what's good. What's. Let me know what's player for real. I believe the children say that's Basan. I'm Schwartzy's Basan. You know what else? Do you know what else is Basan? Look at me trying to say cool shit. That's. I will stick with homies and players. You know what else is Basan? I'll tell you what's Basan. Thrifting is Basan. Craft beer is Basan. Pro wrestling is Basan. And who people that embody those things are Basan. Who do I know who that embodies. I'll tell you who that embodies. That probably embodies my next guest. My next guest and my guest on the show. Someone that is spending the most, you know, we say this every time, the most valuable currency, time, spending it on the Schwartzy Poos and the Schwartzy and all of us. We have Zane Pasley on today. We have Zane Pasley. He's wonderful. He was our announcer over at Flophouse, but more importantly, he's a great member of the professional wrestling community. He's been an announcer for a lot of other companies, doing a lot of good work. More recently, he's moved into thrifting. eBay has an eBay store where he goes to the thrift stores and sorts out all that good shit so you don't have to, and puts it on his store, and has turned something that he loves to do into his passion. And that's the kind of guests we like to have on the show, people that take control of their narrative. So without further ado, I don't know how else I can hype him up. He is such a wonderful homie. Welcome to the show, Zane Pasley.
Hey, Schwartzy, how are you?
Hello, Zane Pasley. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Are you
I am
bussin'?
wonderful. I am bussin'. According to you, I am bussin'. My dogs are a little freaked out that I'm talking to. They don't know that I'm on with you. They just hear me screaming at things. So
Yes, Daddy's crazy today as far as they're concerned. How are you this morning? Let's drinking that coffee. Yes. What kind of coffee you sipping on? Tell the people.
It's Dunkin'.
I like Dunkin'.
It's okay.
It's the good bottom shelf stuff. It's tasty for you know, not the gourmet. It's okay. You know,
Yeah.
We like your beers. We like them craft. So Zane, you have I found you one day at the professional wrestling show. You were announcing, and Schwartzy was wrestling, and we met one day. You got involved in professional wrestling, and what a wonderful talent you are. You have a wonderful voice for it. You have a wonderful delivery when you have the microphone in your hand. You're wonderful at shilling things. How did you get into professional wrestling as a personality, as we say?
That's giving me a little more credit than I deserve, probably. I started off, obviously, been a fan, lifelong fan. I was in attendance when Andre the Giant won his only WWF championship. I was there at the Market Square Arena.
Wow.
I was at the Marah Center in the Egyptian Room when Mike Awesome, who was contracted to WCW, lost the ECW World Championship to Taz, who was contracted to WWF. And kids today, they don't understand how big of a deal that actually was because it's all
Huge.
under one umbrella now. But it was huge.
Huge.
So I've been a lifelong fan. My friend Rick Craig, you're familiar with Rick. He was doing a podcast, and I came along with him. You know, it was like a round table of like 6 different people. We condensed it to where it was just he and I, and then we brought on Drew Skills for a little while. You came aboard for a little while, and we had a lot of fun doing that.
Yes.
As you know, it's very time consuming to do this sort of thing. So I eventually had to stop doing that because my kids are teenagers now, and it's a lot of work to do a podcast, as you know.
Yes. Yes.
So anyway, I was invited to go to a show in Marion, Indiana, by Top Rope Troy Miller, the franchise Troy Miller. He's been a staple in Indiana, and you need to have him on sometime whenever he's got free time because he does DJ work now, and he's constantly busy with DJ work. But he invited Rick and I to go to the show. He's awesome. So he invited us to go to the show in Marion for ICW and Intense Championship Wrestling. And the artist known as Chad Engel messaged me the next day and said, you know, what did you think of the show? And I said, oh, it was great. Action was great. He said, well, what would you improve? And I said, well, it's kind of weird that your commissioner, your GM, whatever your figurehead is also the ring announcer because, you know, I think that, you know, a lot of times the ring announcer should be the voice of the fans. It should be a neutral party. It shouldn't be making storylines. And Chad said, yeah, that's a good point.
You didn't like what Booker T was announcing on Impact?
Well, he was a commentator. He wasn't the ring announcer.
I know. I'm joshing.
Yeah. And Ivory did an awesome job this past week at the Royal Rumble doing that too. That was magnificent. So Chad said, do you have a suit? And I said, yeah. And he's like, okay, so show up here 2 hours early for our next show, and you're going to be our ring announcer. I said, okay, you know, is anybody going to give me any tips? Backstage? I'm on? Okay.
Oh, no, I think I hit a button. Sorry.
So
I'm my own switch operator here. I'm terribly sorry.
So you're familiar with ring announcer Ryan Anderson up in northern Indiana, southern Michigan, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He's great. He had done a bunch of shows that I attended as a fan. So I messaged him.
Very nice beard too. Very nice stuff.
Yes, very much so. So I messaged him, and he gave me some pointers. And so when I got to the venue, the Boys and Girls Club in Marion, I asked the promoter, Jesse, and I said, you know, so what do you want me to do? You know, he's like, oh, you've seen wrestling on TV, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, just do what they do. Okay.
You know, that's not bad advice when you think about it, though.
It isn't bad advice. But so the first match, I had my card already, my index card, and I started to announce somebody, and somebody came through the curtain that wasn't the person that I was announcing. So my very first introduction, I botched. So yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
So yeah, that was fun. So I did that once a month for a couple months, and then somebody that was connected with 1151 Kentucky Avenue was performing on the show, and they invited me to do their shows. And you know, so I did that for like a year and a half, where you don't get paid, but you're in front of an audience, you're getting your reps in, and that was a lot of fun. I had a great time, and you know, it's been great since then. I've had a lot of fun, but daily grind of, you know, having family, you can't commit to doing shows month after month, week after week. It's just not something that I can commit to because I was missing out on family things. So in the final straw was I was going to go to WrestleMania week in Tampa. My mom lives near Tampa. She lives in St. Pete. And I actually had a couple gigs booked, a couple things lined up. And then COVID happened and everything went downhill from there. And, I kind of just said, I'm in my 40s. I've got teenagers. I've got a beautiful wife that I love. I'm not going to be on WWE TV. I'm not going to be on AEW.
Hold on.
I'm happy with the station that I'm at. So
Sure. You could.
I just now do shows where I know I'm going to have fun.
Absolutely. I had to stop you because I could see you on TV one day as doing your thing. I could see it. You could be happy where you're at. And listen, you're in a great spot. It's wonderful. People should strive to have those things: a wonderful family, a roof over your head. Those comforts are very hard to come by in this life. But I could see you on the television. I could. Legitimate.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Of course. Let's shift gears here because that's the bait. The wrestling's the bait. Here's the switch. You are involved in something. I actually tried this once in my life, so this is why I find this very interesting as well. Thrifting. You opened up an eBay store. You, excuse me. You go to thrift stops, you check all the stuff out, you check the prices, you check its history, you check its value and all that stuff. You clean it up, you restore it maybe a little bit, all that stuff. Maybe it's as good to go. But then you turn it around in your store for sale. And I used to do that. I used to try that out. It was not very easy. If you want to talk about time consuming for me, that was like the time consuming. I couldn't do this anymore in the inventory. So what you are taking on is a very daunting task, but it's very cool. You probably find some great treasures. Tell me and the Schwartzy Poos about thrifting, how you got into that. Tell us about that.
Well, remind me to tell you some time-saving tips too while you're at the thrift store. So I've always loved going thrifting. It's just you can find some off-the-wall things there that you didn't know existed or you didn't know was for sale. So I've always enjoyed going thrifting. So just a little over a year ago, I was at a thrift store. I was at a Goodwill, and I saw a Dale Earnhardt Jr. Budweiser jacket. Now, I'm not a NASCAR fan, and I'm not the type of guy that's just going to wear NASCAR merchandise to, because it's cool or whatever, because it is cool, but that's not me. But I knew that this $10 jacket was worth a lot more than $10. So I bought it, and I have a friend, Rex Sharp, who is the leader of the Razor Ramones, and I knew he did eBay sales. So I messaged him and said, hey, as you can see, this is the second time I've mentioned messaging people. You can ask for help from your friends. So anyway, I messaged him. He gave me some tips on what to do. Take good photos and post it. And so I started an eBay store, and I turned that $10 jacket into a $50 sale. Okay.
Wow.
So after eBay fees, I ended up netting about $35 out of that. So I, maybe a little bit more, maybe $40 out of that $50 sale.
Fantastic.
So I turned $10 into $40. So shit, why haven't I been doing this for a long time? And I've always been kind of a pack rat. So, as I mentioned, I'd gone to shows when, growing up and everything. So I had a Raven shirt, WCW Raven shirt. And I put that up for auction. I got like $225 for this Raven shirt from 1997. So it's, I started off with, and I'll use this, to give advice to people. Start off with things that okay? You don't have to go out and look for that $1,000 t-shirt. Start with things that that's worth something. Check out things that you have around your home. when was the last time I had worn that Raven shirt? Probably a year before that. I knew it was old. I don't want to wash it all the time. I don't want, so, but was it worth, my feeling is, am I going to pay $225 for that t-shirt? No. So I might as well sell it for $225.
That's fantastic.
So, I started looking for more things at thrift stores. eBay has a really easy to navigate search engine on there where you type in a brief description of what you're looking at, and then you scroll down, or it's over on the side, and you scroll down and look for sold comps. So, if you're looking at something at Goodwill or Salvation Army or a yard sale, or you find something on the side of the road, it's easy to look up to see what other people have sold those things for. Now, don't fall into the trap and saying, oh, I saw this t-shirt and somebody else is selling it for $500. No, you can put whatever price you want to on something. You got to look to see what it actually sold for.
Right.
So, I started selling things and more, and my wife, who's always kind of been upset that I've been a pack rat, and why are you holding on to a t-shirt that you had in high school? Well, and I sold that t-shirt for $200+. And so I had to prove to myself and to my family that this was worth doing. Luckily, I live in central Indiana, where literally 10 minutes drive, I've got a Goodwill. When I go to work, I can go to a Goodwill on my way into work. I can go to a different Goodwill on the way home from work. That's all like 5 minutes away from where I work. When I drop my son off at school, instead of coming here and talking with Schwartzy, I could have gone to a different Goodwill that's right by his store or by his school.
Thank you. We're sorry to take out of the pocket, Skis. We appreciate you. That's why it's the most valuable currency. Do you see why I say time is such a valuable currency?
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is that I have the opportunity that there are several places for me to shop from on my day off from work. I don't know how I can scale this hobby / side hustle to make it my full-time gig, but I enjoy doing it, and it's something that I already enjoyed, and I'm now making a little bit of money at it. So it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. That's fantastic. And you've like you said, you've taken something you enjoy, you've turned it into your job. It's a common misconception in today's society that that you cannot love your job. You cannot be happy at your job. It's not your job if you love it. No, you have, life hack, homie. I figured out that I can enjoy what I do and get paid for it. And isn't that the goal?
Yeah, that's living the dream, buddy.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, like you said earlier, when you go there, you want to make sure you know the value, this and that, and you're very educated on the things. What are some of those fantastic thrifting tips that you have for everybody?
Well, I would recommend, and I eventually want to get into making my own YouTube videos about thrifting. I'm not at that point yet, but I think that that's something that I can do to, get that YouTube money and also be able to be a resource for people. Hot tip. Oh, no. I'm planning to give you tips. I'm just saying, I was leading into go and watch YouTube videos. Some of the channels that I enjoy that I've learned a lot from, Part-Time Pickers. It's a husband and wife out of California. They go to flea markets all the time. They go to thrift stores. They have talked about old pool toys, vintage pool toys.
Like swimming pool or billiard room?
Yeah, swimming pool. Not like billiards, swimming pool. So recently at the Goodwill on East Washington Street, in their section of things to be put out, I found a beach ball that was in its sealed package, okay? And the copyright date on it was 2001. I scanned it into eBay to see what the value was. I ended up selling it 2 days later. I bought it for 99 cents. I sold it 2 days later for $90 plus shipping.
Wait, hold on. What?
Yeah.
For a beach
ball?
People collect vintage beach? It's like a collector?
So I messaged the guy that I told you, part-time pickers on YouTube. I messaged him. He said that's awesome, and I said, is there a collector out there doing this stuff? He said that they use them for costumes. So I don't know. I've sold diapers. I've sold discontinued diapers. People collect the stupidest shit. I don't know why, but they do. Okay, so Part-Time Pickers is a great resource if you're into vintage clothing. Rally Roots is another husband and wife duo. They're out of Florida, that they do a great job. Harry Tornado is based out of South Carolina. He's got some great tips.
That sounds dirty. Don't say Harry Tornado on my show again.
Harry Tornado.
I'm just joking.
And then Homeschooling Picker is a woman out of Kentucky. It's none of these things are religious or anything. I don't know why she goes by Homeschooling Picker, but but she's a great resource. So, those are some to find value in things and to think outside of what you know. Because, when I first started doing this, I thought, oh man, I'm just going to focus on clothing. Because that's something that I know something about, vintage clothing, and I like looking for that stuff. Well, but then I was missing out on the DVD VCR combos that they sell at Goodwill for $10, and then I can flip them for $70 online.
Wow!
So with electronics, so I'll give you some quick tips. With electronics, almost every electronic that you find at a thrift store is going to have a model number on it. So when you go into eBay and you look for that model number, it should be able to pull up what they've sold for in the past. And luckily for us at our Goodwills here in Central Indiana, you can return electronics if they don't work. So if you test them out and they don't work, you can return them for it goes back onto a gift card. But still, you're not out anything if you frequent gift stores or thrift stores a lot. So that's a helpful tip for that. Expand your product knowledge so that way you're not just looking for the things that you like. You're looking for things that will sell. I posted this on my personal Twitter and Facebook the other day. When you walk into a thrift store, look for racks. Look for racks that they're putting things out.
Okay? Oh, okay. I've seen those. We've all seen those. The ones that they're on the edge of the aisles with they're about to put the shirts out and all that stuff. The wire racks.
Yeah. Do you know why you want to look for those?
Tell me, homie.
Because people haven't looked through them yet.
Yes.
It's not all the pick through shit that has been sitting out there for weeks and weeks and weeks. And people have already found all the good things. These are things that they're putting out. So my best score to date, and hopefully it's not my best score ever, but my best score to date, 3 weeks ago, a little less than 3 weeks ago, I found a all over print Wolverine. Okay. Wolverine from the X-Men.
Right.
Priced at $1.99. So when I say all over print, I mean it's got it on the sleeves. It's a short sleeve shirt. It's the whole front is covered, and then it's the same image on the back. I picked it up. Said, "Oh, I know this is going to be good." I'm looking for something that tells me the year. It had single stitch, which means that it's an older shirt. When you look at T-shirts, if they've got a single stitch, that means a lot of times that they're going to be made in the 80s or 90s. Okay.
Right.
Looked at the tag. It said made in the USA. Well, so that means that it's going to be made in the 80s or 90s. When NAFTA hit in, I believe, 94, now from those shirts, you'll see where it says made in USA or fabric made in USA, assembled in Mexico. Okay. So that means that it's probably going to be the mid 90s. Okay. So anyway, this shirt said made in USA. I found a copyright on it for 1992. Bought it for $1.99. That was on a Friday. The next day, I sold it for $1,000.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming to the show. I'm Schwartzy, and I'll see you later. Wow! What a flip!
But that shit doesn't happen. That's not just a random thing. I went and looked for it. I went on my lunch break to that Goodwill. Okay. I found a couple things that I thought I could sell. And then on my way home from work, I stopped at that same Goodwill. So you can't just like go and say, oh, fuck, mean, this place never has anything. I just, I'm not lucky, like some people. No, I wasn't lucky. I went and looked twice the same day. Well, well, yes, thank you.
On the topic.
Right. But also, if I hadn't gone twice that day, then I wouldn't have found it.
Okay.
I
got what you're saying.
I posted something. You'll hear people say, oh, you don't need to go thrifting on the weekends because, everybody's out. It's amateur hour. Yesterday, I found Jeremy Scott Adidas shoes with wings on them. Okay.
I saw those. They weren't even in my size. I was sad.
They're not my size either. Unfortunately, my 13-year-old son really likes them, and he wore them to school today. But so I didn't know how much these Jeremy Scott Adidas were, but they were something unusual. You can go on your Google app on your phone, and you can hit the camera button. That's called Google Lens. That will scan and look for anything that's similar to it. And that way you can get that product name and then look it up on eBay and see what they've sold for. This one was the first edition. There's like 3 or 4 different editions. This was the first edition. Came out in 2013, I think. So I bought them for $15 yesterday. I'm hoping to sell them for $200. If somebody offers me $100 for it, I'll take it because that's a great profit. Okay, I'm not stuck on that $200 price tag, but that's my goal for it. So
that's so great. It's such a crazy upcharge when you see these things in the store.
But one of my friends put it to me this way: I'm a curator. I'm going out looking for these things and letting other people pay me for it. When you go to a fancy store like Nordstrom, they're not manufacturing the clothes. They're buying them from somebody else to sell to you and make a profit on it. I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm not taking away from people that need it, because nobody needs $1,000 X-Man shirt. Nobody needs that shit. But somebody's willing to pay for it, so I might as well be the one who make that money.
Absolutely. No doubt about it.
So I mentioned looking at the racks when you first walk in. Also, while you're doing that, look to see what color tags they are putting out, because at Goodwill's they have their tag of the week where it's 50% off. Well, that means that that merchandise has been sitting out there for a month or so. Last week it was the blue tag that they were putting out. So when I'm going out and looking in the clothing, looking at the wall of T-shirts that they have,
is that how they determine the color of? I know that we all know that they put the color tags on everything. Is that how they determine how long it's been sitting on the shelf?
Yeah. So
did not know that.
Yeah. So when you're when you see what new stuff is going out, like last week it was blue tags. When I go and look on the wall of T-shirts, I'm just looking for those blue tags because I know that's newer merchandise. So instead of looking through 1,000 T-shirts, literally 1,000 T-shirts, I'm looking through maybe 50 or 60 T-shirts. So that takes my time down from 45 minutes looking at the T-shirt wall to 10 minutes.
So just so I can comprehend, if it's a yellow tag, like last week was a yellow tag, let's say. So this week I want to look at yellow tags because that's the new stuff they're putting out, because we just had yellow tags.
Well, I'm not sure if it's exactly that. Because they're like last week was brown tags, so that was all the 50% off stuff, and then so today, Monday morning, they're going to go through and look for all those brown tag things and then send them to the outlets, to the bins. So just when you're walking in and you're looking through what new stuff they're putting out, you want to look at that tag color and then look for that stuff out on the floor. Okay. And we can talk about bins too, because I've got some bins stories too. So
we will have to get into that at another time. We should have you on and giving a weekly like thrift tip or something.
Well, as I said, I can't commit to things.
Oh, you can't. That's why I didn't even. But you have such a.
But I would love.
I want to tell you, you have I look at my analytics as it goes down, and you started talking about thrifting, and you started talking about your tips and your tricks and all this. When you started talking about thrifting, you started retaining a good amount of people on Twitch. Apparently, there's a good amount of people over on Twitch that watch Schwartzy that have really loved to hear about your thrifting. We probably got some thrifters over there you reached out to.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be able to find everything in Central Indiana. I know I'm not going to find everything in your viewership, So I want to share the wealth, man. And if you find a good tip, because you heard me say that I sold a beach ball for $90, fuck, let me know about it. I let the guy that know about it that I took that tip from.
Wild. I'm still thinking about that. That's wild. That's so wild. Well, I mean, you're obviously very good at what you do. So, I mean, if you want to get involved in thrifting, if you want to make a purchase, you should absolutely find his energy and make sure your energy is vibing with his. And there's only one way to do it. We have to find out where can we find Zane? Where can we find you? Give me some plugs.
Well, on Twitter, I'm at Zane U Pasley. Z-A-N. Oh no, there's no U in it. It's just Z-A-N-E Pasley, P-A-S-L-E-Y. My store Twitter is at TrillyZaneP, TRILLYZANEP. I stole that from episode of Workaholics. They had a character on there named Trilly Zane. That was already taken, so it's TrillyZaneP. So that's what my eBay store is TrillyZaneP. On Instagram, it's at TrillyZaneP. I don't really do a whole lot on Facebook, but if you want to check out the store on Facebook, it's at TrillyZaneP as well. I think a lot of people know this. Facebook is kind of toxic, so I kind of prefer Twitter right now. But I'll interact with you wherever you want. If you want to buy some stuff, go to my eBay store. But then hit me up on social media because, I'd rather sell to a friend or a new friend. Personally, I take PayPal, I take Cash App, whatever. So that way it can, we don't have to pay those eBay fees. So, and if you're local to Central Indiana, I can always hand deliver it, or you can stop by and pick it up too. So that way we can save on shipping costs too. Schwartzy, we haven't even talked about what's coming up on February 20th.
We're about to get into that. I wanted to make sure we got all the accoutrements for the Zane brand. Of course,
yeah, no, I appreciate that. Oh, and I also do weddings too. If anybody's getting married and they want a non religious wedding, I do weddings, and I can do fun and funky, or I can do pretty traditional, but not in a religious setting. So I've got a wedding coming up from a friend I know through who's a wrestling fan that we met through wrestling in May. So I'm doing another wedding for that. So that'll be fun. I like doing that stuff too.
Fantastic. Yes, I seen that. You look very nice in those pictures. Very handsome chap. He will absolutely add to your experience. It's very good stuff. Handsome chap. Looks good in a suit. But let's talk about another suit that you wear. It's a suit of an announcer. You said you only like to do, these days you're focused on things that are fun. You only want to really do things that you enjoy in wrestling. You're a very talented man. You can pick wherever you wish to work. That's fantastic. You wish to work at a little place that I know called Flophouse.
I am Flophouse as fuck.
You are Flophouse as fuck. Day one, homie. You were there, show one. You were there, dancing in the ring. We have the gift to prove it. I still like to pull it up and I show it to my wife every once in a while. Look at this fool dancing around, and she goes, "Jesus, put that away." But you have been a part of Flophouse since the very beginning. You took a hiatus, skis, which happens. You had to focus on your thrifting and your stuff and the stuff you have at home and your family, and then COVID hit, and you have shit going on at home. You made a good decision. But you are back in the fold. I'm going to peel the curtain back a little bit. I want to say this right now. I don't believe, because it just wasn't happening. It wasn't moving. The motion wasn't pushing. We wouldn't be at the Indiana City Brewing Company if it wasn't for old Zane Pasley. Thank you so much, Zane. thank you so much for bringing us into the venue of venues. What a wonderful time. We have made wonderful memories there before. With Bizarro Lucha, a wonderful promotion. I'm telling you right now, I think you should go, before you go see Flophouse, go to IWTV and check out Bizarro Lucha, so you can kind of get an idea, everyone listening, of what we've got going on. But you are back, baby. Tell me how excited you are for Flophouse.
I'm fucking geeked, man. I'm so excited. It's great because it's going to be on the day before President's Day. So like a lot of people don't have to work on that Monday of President's Day. So if you haven't been to a wrestling show for a while because, oh, fuck, I got to work the next day. If you've got President's Day off, come out to this show. It's going to be a fucking blast. So you'd mentioned Bizarro Lucha. I deeply love Bizarro Lucha. And part of what made Bizarro so special, obviously the people, the fans of Bizarro were awesome, and a huge contributing factor was just being in that brewery. It's like there's not a whole lot of party wrestling in Indianapolis because it's hard to find that vibe. This place, they're super helpful, super great, beautiful venue, and it's just a party, and we're there to have fun. What?
I just whispered beautiful behind you, so it gave it a ambiance.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So it's a great place. If you like beer, which I like beer, they've got great beer. It's fresh. It's on tap.
Let me add to that real quick. They are unbottling the night before for the year. Yes. So when you say fresh, let me tell you how fresh it really is. I talked to them. I was there the other day. They are going to be unbottling like all the stuff they've had fermenting and getting ready and all that the night before. So it is not fresh. It is fresh the next day.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And like, so it's the same thing I mentioned earlier with WCW and ECW and WWF, all, with Mike Awesome and Taz being such a huge deal. Having local fresh beer is a huge deal. When I was coming up, there was one place to get local fresh beer, and that was Broad Ripple Brewing Company. Now we've got like tons. We're spoiled. Indiana City Brewing Company has beautiful, great local beer. So if you haven't had it, try it. If you're not a beer drinker, cool, come out anyway. We got free water. You can come out and have a good time. So anyway, I'm super excited. I love Flophouse Wrestling. I love the vibe. I love the energy. Some people scare me, but the card that we've got coming up is going to be awesome. So I'm really looking forward to it. Come there. You're going to have some great action. You're going to have some fun. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be upset. Just come and have an open mind and get your ticket now, though, because you don't want to wait and be left out in the cold, because that's not a huge building. It's a fun building. We'll cram as many people as we can in there safely.
There it is.
Safely. But, get your ticket now, because it is a limited size venue and you don't want to be left out in the cold. Okay. If you're not local to Central Indiana, but you're within a couple of hours of driving, remember, it's President's Day weekend. You can come out on a Sunday night. I don't know how many opportunities we're going to be able to run on holiday weekends. This is the time to do it, because Flophouse is fucking fun. Go back and watch Bizarro Lucha on IWTV. Go back and watch all the secret stashes and all the events from Flophouse. But if you're not a huge wrestling fan, you tuned in because you want to hear about thrifting and you think Schwartzy is an entertaining fucker, then come out and just people watch. I've had friends come to wrestling shows just to people watch because it's fucking fun. I go to the state fair. I don't care about the animals. I don't care about the crafts. I go and watch because fucking people are fucking funny. And
the animals.
wrestling fans are fucking funny, you know. And if you're a wrestling fan, I'm not making fun of you because I'm a fucking wrestling fan. Go out there and have fucking fun, but don't just come out and have a good time. That's all I'm gonna say. I've talked too much.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I love talking to you, Zane. I love talking Flophouse. It is a wonderful time. It stirs up wonderful energy, and it's Monday, and we're stirring up wonderful energy for the week. So I ain't mad at it, you know. What match are you looking forward to the most?
I haven't seen Double M3 in a while, and I know you just worked with him recently. He's always fucking awesome.
Good.
Is he taking on Ratty Daddy?
He is in a 4-way for our Flophouse
with Ratty
title.
Daddy. Okay, tell me all the participants.
Yes, so we have a 4-way elimination for the Flophouse title. We've been away so long, we have to throw 3 opportunities out there, and if you can beat those 3 opportunities, you deserve to stay. So Jordan Dye will be defending that Flophouse title in a 4-way elimination style match because we love ECW. We will have the Ratty Daddy Cole Radrick, the Wild Heart Cole Radrick. Let's give him I think that's the moniker now. He's not 7 feet tall and doing choke slams.
6 feet
we also
swole,
have
big 6 feet swole, big match Cole.
Big match Cole. I love that one. I love that one. But I digress. We also have the Prince MM3. He'll be showing up. He's very talented out of Detroit. I know a lot of you have seen him. If you haven't seen him before, you are in for a show. He is a one-man show in the ring. It's insane. We also have an opportunity that has eluded a man for 20 years of his entire career. Zodiac will be getting a shot at that title. There's a man that is very well qualified, and we've all felt, there's a lot of people that felt in the independents that he simply just hasn't had the opportunity to be at the top of a card or to try to be at the top of a card or to present himself. And all you need is an opportunity. We can at least send him somewhere else on the card if we know maybe he can't deliver. But if you don't know, if you don't try, and everybody that looks at him says, this guy can deliver. So we want to see it if we put the brass ring above him, what he can grab. And at the very end of that tunnel, Jordan Dye, if you can survive all 3 of those homies, you very much deserve to hold that Flophouse title after a hiatus. You absolutely do. No questions asked. I don't even care how you get it done. You know we don't have very many rules. So that's our main event, skis. Sponsored by Pro Wrestling Edge.
I'm also looking forward to Randy West versus Lord Crew. Lord Crew is on a high right now from the Bengals winning yesterday, going to the Super Bowl. So that'll be a fun match.
I saw everybody say that's a miracle. I'm from Detroit, so I'll tell you right now, you want a miracle, you show me the Lions winning 3 games. That's a miracle.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing the Carver. I'm looking forward to seeing Mo Atlas. It's gonna be a fun show. And also I've heard, I don't know if I can spill this or not, but I've heard that my friend Tamaya Greenlee is going to be there doing some things in the ring.
Spill it.
Well, no, she just mentioned it to me the other day.
Yes. And we've hired a new backstage interviewer.
That's amazing. And she just needs a shot. She wants to be involved in pro wrestling, not as an active participant. That's one of the reasons that I'm doing ring announcing. I'm not going to fucking take bumps. I'm not going to get hurt. Okay. But I still get to go out there and perform.
No, but you walked up to me. You came up to me once. With this lovely, well-spoken, I'm uncouth. Got her shit together human. Walked up to me and she was so well presented to me. And you said, give her an opportunity and you will not be sorry. And we just didn't have one that day. But I've been able to see some of her work develop. And when one presented itself, we would be remiss if we did not reach out to Tamaya and have her come out and do the interviews and all that good shit. So we cannot wait to have her aboard on the show. We can't wait to see how she adds to Flophouse.
Yeah,
and how
she's
uncomfortable
awesome.
she's going. Listen, there's no preparing for our roster, so I can't promise how uncomfortable she's going to get in interviews. There's a Carver running around.
That dude scares me.
You should. That's his deal.
And so I just need to say, Amazing Maria, stop ducking me. That's all I'm saying.
She's retired. That's like Jeff King calling out Lou Thez.
I mean, she's ducking me. That's all I'm saying. We had a match scheduled. She decided to hurt her knee. Both of us decided to get COVID. And so like she's ducking me. That's all I'm saying. She knows where I'm
Amazing
gonna
Maria, if you want to come out of retirement and have the ultimate retirement match, I've got Zane on the line. I think he's calling you out, but from a safe distance.
Yes, I'm calling her out from my home, which I've
It's
got
home,
the
behind
the door locked,
retirement
security system. Yeah, but she'll know where she knows where I am.
Oh boy. If you want to come out the 20th, Maria, I'll help you out. I'll let you do it. We call him a run-in this business. Zane, it was so wonderful to have you on this show. Yes, I'll send her on you. It was so wonderful to have you on the show. It was so nice to talk to you about professional wrestling. You clearly have caught the audience with your thrifting. The comments, everyone calling you a thrifting god, all that good shit.
No,
it was a lowercase G. No worries, lowercase G.
I've been doing it for a year, but I've made some money, and there's some easy things that you can do. So I would love to come back on and talk to your viewers about this in the future. Definitely.
Absolutely. I think we really do. But, you came on here, you shared a lot about yourself. You showed everybody your passion that you turned into a potential career with the thrifting and all that. And you've talked to us about the wonderful Flop House. We really appreciate you having you on the show. If you want to find Zane and you want to find all his good stuff, you want to browse his store, if you want to stalk him on social media, if you want to see if the thing plays out between him and Maria, I don't know. All these descriptions, we know there's bake in the wake. We know it's okay. We make it easy for you. Just head on to the description, check it out. You can follow him wherever he goes. Bring a camera. Zane, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciated having you. We love you so much. Thank you for spending the most important currency, which is time. We love you so much. Thank you, Zane. Well, wasn't that wonderful and fantastic, Zane? Zane Pasley coming on the show talking about thrifting and the accoutrements of being a wonderful human being, surviving, the wrestling scene through not finding Maria and staying sane with all that stuff, because Maria would murder him. So we want to appreciate you for coming on the show, and thank you so much. We love you, Zane. We love you so much. These segments that we have and these things would not be possible if it wasn't for all the wonderful bookings that Schwartzy incurs. And like we talked about earlier, FGW has a very big show. So we want to let you know that you can join FGW this weekend for Origins and every Friday night.
Southwest Ohio's premier wrestling federation can be found right here in Hamilton, Ohio, every Friday night. Join us for pulse-pounding, hard-hitting, old-school professional wrestling from some of today's best wrestling talent during Friday Night Fury. If your dream is to compete in the ring, Fox Pro Wrestling Academy is the place to go. Train under Hall of Fame trainer Cody Hawk and learn wrestling from one of the best of all time. Find out more by visiting us on Facebook at Future Great Wrestling.
Oh, man!
Isn't that fantastic? You can also catch Schwartzy at another one of his wonderful bookings and all these things. You can catch me beating the dog shit out of Nova. That's right. You can catch me beating the dog shit out of Nova at Generation Championship Wrestling coming up real soon, because I'm going to be rising right up on that fool, and I'm going to be beating that ass, tapping him out, and working him over like the $2 steak bitch ass that he is. That's okay. He wants to say, ooh, Schwartzy likes to lay around a Walmart and put ranch dressing all over himself. Homie, you don't tell me what to do with my ranch dressing. I'm going to take my ranch dressing, smear it all over my sexy body, and I'm going to come whoop that ass so you look like an asshole. How dumb's that going to look? I'll tell you right now, I'm coming there to entertain every single one of those fans because they are in a deficit every time. Every time Nova, every time you come to the ring, the fans are in a deficit for entertainment. What are you doing? You call that entertainment? No. But Schwartz is going to roll down there February 11th, and I'm going to whoop that ass, and you're going to know the one thing that everybody eventually finds out, the conclusion that everybody comes to, the hypothesis that eventually gets a solution. Homie, everybody tap skis. Ooh, D-Mac. Ooh, that main event strain. That's right. Love it. Choke on it, bitch. Oh, yes. That Darren McCarty brand. We're smoking on main event. That main event, it's 24.82% THCA, cannabinoids, 27.5%. You love to see it. D-Maco is making sure all their homies. He sponsored us over at RPW. Make sure everybody's taking. I love that. He comes in with a big old box of drugs and just says, let's go. But in Michigan, they're just known as marijuana. It's great. We've got his CBD gummies too. I'm going to be trying those this weekend. I have or this week for all of you. We're going to be trying the Darren McCarty CBD, THC CBD, and the there's another. He gave us a whole. Here we go. Schwartz is just high. We've got we're gonna try the CBN and the CBD gummies. We're going to try that. Can we get a little light on that? Let me get some light on this. This little light of mine. Schwartz is gonna let it shine. Oh, that helped the set tremendously. I should just do that on the regular. Darren McCarty, lights out, CBD. Red punch flavor. I think they're all red punch flavor, which I actually tried some of these this weekend. Just a little bit of the THC ones. The red punch is phenomenal. We've got the CBD. Okay. I got to get something better. We're going to get the graphic. And then the THC, which I have tried, but I will try it here for you. I will review it for you. It's delicious. I'm already giving you the review. What am I doing? This is what we're going to review this week. We're going to talk about these gummies. No, Roger, Vinny is not going to eat shit today. Vinny is going to eat shit tomorrow, but he's doing a daily thing, and we're going to put up a video, and we'll share the post. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all that shit. And we will put up a post. You guys will get to choose what he eats every day this week. He'll be eating something gross. And if you like that, if that's good for you, if that gets you going, if that turns you on, if that, stimulates you, please be sure to follow me on Twitch. Click that follow button and like the video. If you're all, give it a little heart skis. Ooh, isn't that nice? It helps me out when you say I love this shit, when you put a little love on it. If you're on YouTube, please don't forget to go to YouTube and share the video. Please, I would love it if Schwartzy share Schwartzy's shit. And then subscribe to the video, but click that like button. I could really use a little like. Anything, it helps the algorithm skis. Tell everybody how cool I am, and it pumps me out and puts me in everybody's face. And then everybody's got to put up with Schwartzy's shit. Isn't that terrible? Also, yeah, Twitch love. See, that's my preferred. I prefer Twitch. I appreciate you so much for following me on Twitch. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to get my shit together. Also, if you're on Facebook Live, we're not going to be doing Facebook Live too much longer. It's just here to get everyone going, let everyone know what I'm doing, but pretty soon it'll be Twitch and YouTube. But if you are, please share. Please let everybody know this is for commercial purposes only on Facebook. So share my Facebook link and all that stuff and give it some love, a little reaction. Please give it a little reaction. React to my video. Let me know. Let me know you love me. If you have any questions, we're getting towards the end of the show. We're starting to wind down. We're getting there. Please don't forget, if you'd like to put some questions, I'll address them here. We can talk about your questions. I can answer some questions. I'm going to catch up with the comments in the meantime. But right now, I want to say thank you, Tyler Johnson. Thank you, Tyler Johnson, for donating to the Schwartzy streams. Thank you for reaching out and dropping us some love. We could not do this without you. Thank you for making sure that I can go buy a pack of papers, have a coffee, put towards subscription fee of my streaming, little things like that. Pay for the graphics, have my guests on. This is where the money goes. If it wasn't for people supporting Schwartzy, I could not put so much into the show. This set, you know, things like that. So thank you so much, Tyler, for being a friend of the show. I think I just saw you also made a purchase on Schwartzy's Brainbuster tees. Thank you so much for doing that, the big old dab skis. I appreciate you so much. Yes, we appreciate you so much. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate you so much. Twitch is the spot for Wake and Bake. Yes. And he got some of that Darren McCarty brand CBD. Yes. He was there at the show, RPW, making sure, showing love. Donald, what do we got here? Got the red punch and some CBD roll-on and a dupe tube of roll-on for my B-Dad. Homie, I'm telling you, D-Mac loves his homies and his players. I'm not even sponsored. I talk about this shit because I love it. I talk about shit that I love, and he loves us. So we're going to talk about his shit. But remember, if you're watching out there, and you do want to sponsor Schwartzy, you can sponsor Schwartzy at all of his social medias and his sweet ass right there at Schwartzy at twitter.com, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can also book Schwartzy at gmail.com. You can also reach out to me. Let me know what you want. I'll be happy to take sponsorships, interviews, and bookings. Anyway. No, I love his stuff. His stuff is legitimately good, and he sponsors RPW, and that's enough for me. You basically sponsor me if you sponsor RPW because you're taking care of the homies, the locker room. I take care of you. We are one unit in the locker room, and we love DMAC for taking care of the boys and girls and players and homies. This podcast is a banger. Thank you. Donald, let's talk about this. Well, hold on. I'm going to get to that. Donald, I'm going to get to your comment. Gummies are their best. Hollywood World. Look at this. We got testimonials going right now. Gummies are their best. Hollywood World of Sports. Thank you for joining us, Joy. Good to see you this morning. I'm sure you're enjoying that. CBD gummies. And now we ask the hard-hitting questions. We come on the show and we ask very important questions. Sometimes it's about the world around us. Sometimes, dab straw, sometimes we talk about the world of wrestling. So I'm going to get a dab ready. We're going to talk about a hard-hitting question that Donald brought up. We're going to talk about something. It's going to be hard for some people to hear. It's going to be hard for a lot of those homies on the deathmatch scene to hear. We're going to address that. Take a dab before we talk about this. So, is Randy West the number one contender for the Rust Belt Championship yet? No, she's not. Yes, I am personally offended. Why? Because she beats me. If she doesn't get that title says she's gonna keep beating me. No, I'm just joking. No, she does not. I'm not offended. Schwartzy's got a tag division to worry about. She does not have a shot at the title. I don't know why. I'm not the booker. Don't ask me. I love RPW, but yeah, I had to talk about it. It's a serious moment, a teachable moment or something. The things like this are RPW is a company of the people. The company of the people, you know, they are very dependent on feedback. So when you watch their product, you have to go to their Twitter, you have to go to the YouTubes and the videos and leave comments, you have to go to their Facebook, you have to get interactive. Donald knows what I'm talking about because he's very interactive. But I'm explaining to everyone else. You have to get interactive with their companies. You have to let them know. Deathmatch fans are some of the best fans in the world, okay? Because they go online and they voice their opinion. They're literally telling promoters, hey, promoter man, I would spend all my money if you do this. You know, you a match you want to see. So it is so crucial that you all get involved with what we do. This is why. Everyone says why not? Why not? Yes, Donald, she's been killing it. She has earned it. But, you know, in professional wrestling, unfortunately, Randy and I talk about this. You get in, you have to understand. There's a lot of people that have technically earned a lot of things that they've never gotten. It's a shame. It's a shame. There's only so much to go around. I mean, I know that we talk about abundance, but you know, to some degree, there's only so much. So I think it's a crime. The Schwartzy Poos, she is the most over at RPW. You have to just, all I can tell you is be interactive with these companies. You love RPW. What a banger card we had. Banger card. Satu Jin and Otas capping it off, especially. You know, we're talking about death matches. My baby Satu. Vested interest in his career. I love him very much. You know, they had a Bussin card. But they don't know if you don't get real interactive. So please go to all the RPW social medias. Please go over there. Go to any company that you are watching on a regular basis. Go to their social medias. Kindly interact, inquire, slide into DMs, leave comments, tweet. By God, tweet. Tweet that shit. We need you. Larry, let your voice be heard. You see, this is what I'm saying. We just want you to get interactive. You know, they've got all these podcasts out like PWE, Snuggie Hour, stuff like that. They sponsor the show, but I mean, these guys are getting interactive with these companies, and that's what you have to do. I'm just trying to help you out. I'm trying to let you know how you can take your shitty armchair booking and make it real booking. You really like something? Support it. By God, you don't have to have money. You don't have to financially support everything. Sometimes you can't make a show. Sometimes you can't make it to RPW. But you can be interactive with the social medias up to the show to shape the show the way you wish to see it in some capacity. And then you can go watch it on iwtv when it's up. And you're still putting money in the pocket of a company without spending a dime, or by using your monthly subscription to iwtv with promo code Flophouse for a couple of free days. But that's what I'm saying is we have to truly interact with the people. If you come to a Schwartzy match, you come watch me wrestle. I know I should sometimes focus a little bit more on the prize at hand, but I love my people. I love the people that come to see me. I would not be here. I would not be here in the morning. I would not have this Basan computer. I'm using Basan. I would not have all this stuff without you. So that's why I say, please, if you're in music and you want to see a band at your local venue, you have to message the venue. You have to go to the social media. You can't just, they say will it into the universe and you have a law of attraction, but the law of attraction requires some action. So if you love something, you have to put yourself into it. And all these fans out here that are saying they want to see Randy Rust at RPW for the Rust Belt, they're coming on my show. They're getting interactive. They're becoming a part of the process. So now I can go to the promoter and say, if you watch Schwartzy's show, we're all talking about it. It was a whole thing. Dan O'Mac gonna get on his podcast and make a case on Pro Wrestling Edge this week. We're getting interactive. We're making the community heard. It is up to us. Look, people love RPW. True, the tag team tournament was so well booked. The match pacing was superb. All that stuff. It's so good. We love you, RPW, and that's why you have the best fans in the world, because we get interactive. We are passionate about things, and your fans are trying to be heard. But if you want to be involved, if you want to see change, if you want to see homie ABC at your promotion performing for you, you have to contact your local promotion. You see all these backhanded, well, if they used so-and-so and this talent, well, did you let them know that they should use it? Did you word it in a way that said, I would pay my money, I would buy a ticket to your show, I would bring 7 homies if you brought wrestler ABCD to their show? My voice. Give me a second. I'm getting to you, homie. I love it when the show goes a little long because we're all talking. We are almost up on 2 hours. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on all 3 of my platforms, Facebook Live, YouTube, and preferred on Twitch. I love you all for getting my Twitch numbers up. They will have to pay me sometime, motherfucker. No, I love you for giving me a place to do my thing. I have a question. Which wrestler who has never been in a death match would you like to see compete in a death match? So, selfishly, I like to see technical wrestlers clever technical wrestlers in, like Schwartzy Poo. I like to see them in matches, death matches, because I think they come out surprising everybody and themselves on how good they are. If I could say who would I like to see in a death match who's never done one, first of all, if Marion Fontaine had never done a death match before, I would honestly be interested in seeing Marion Fontaine in a death match. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be neat. Marion Fontaine, that's my pick. I'd like to see Marion Fontaine in a death match. But she's probably done one. Donald Holland, that's right. Got to tweet it. There you go. See, you tweet out, you get some results. RPW kicking ass every single show. Look at that, getting some attention. You know what? Let's play the commercial.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling, the newest and hottest pro wrestling company in the Midwest. Featuring today's hottest talent and the wrestling stars of tomorrow. With hard hitting and high flying action. And a reputation of the high stakes world of deathmatch wrestling. Join RPW at our monthly live events. Or stream us anytime on iwtv, the internet's premier streaming service for independent wrestling. Join us for all of the ruthless action.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling. It's not just a style, it's a lifestyle. Capiche?
Fantastic. That's fantastic. And also, don't forget, we have taken RATTLOCKE's most over segment on the damn show. Again, I don't know what I do here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but every day this week now, he's going to be eating something, which is now just, I fucked it up today. Schwartzy fucked up. Schwartzy fucked up. It's supposed to be today, tomorrow, the next day, and the day after that. That's all 4 days. But we are going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He is going to eat all types of shit. You guys get to choose. We'll put some posts up after the show on Facebook, Twitter, all that shit, and you will get to choose what he eats. And here is a preview. Here is the selection of what type of shit he will eat for you. All right, that is disgusting and gross. And the first voting ends tomorrow at Tuesday at 9 a.m. So he has about 25 minutes to prep his stomach, his butt, his mouth. It's basically, he eats these things. It's basically like a good episode of Law and Order SVU. We have to call in Olivia Benson. He has violated his holes in some capacity. RATTLOCKE, he does it for you. He's honestly one of my favorite people. A gentleman that's come into my life, and I truly love this man these days. He's the reason we are back on the air and we did not falter. He is here to eat shit for you. Yes, Christopher Kohlenberg. We were talking such lovely things. We were talking about things we wanted to see. First, we put over the show. Earlier in the show, we put over RPW. Talked about the wonderful time we had and all that shit. What a good time we had. We put over old D-Mac. Look, like it's wearing a visor. I'm putting D-Mac over. RPW's been getting the rub. And then the fans wanted to see why Randy West is not getting shot at RPW Rust Belt. Because she should. Because, I'm her husband. You know I'm biased. But, like, she's earned it. But you know, I'm biased. So we talked about that, which, you know, and then we talked about how Justin Kyle and how we get interactive. We talked about how you should be interactive in your promotions and you should get all the social medias and all that good stuff. So yes, Christopher Kohlenberg, RPW is getting quite the rub today in like 3 commercial plays or some shit like that. I don't know. I love RPW. I had the time of my life. That locker room is so fun. We get to do it. We get to do whatever we want and stunt and hot dog with all that boys and girls and baby boys and all that stuff. I love it. Love RPW. Yes, that was a Law and Order reference. Dong dong. Ding dong. No, not ding dong. Love that show along with Lord. Yes. Who doesn't love it? Thank you for the tweet, Hollywood, supporting the show, telling everybody. Schwartzy's starting to lose his voice, so the referee is telling me to take her home. That's okay. I think we had a wonderful show. We're coming up on exactly 2 hours, Keys. I ain't mad at it. I want to thank my guest Zane for coming on the show. If you want to find out more about Zane and you want to buy some of his products and see some of the stuff he's doing, maybe you just want to learn from him, look in the comments below. You can check him out and see what's going on there with him. You can see him on social media. You can stalk him and use your camera and follow him. He'll probably call the police, but that's a you problem. Also like to thank our friends over at Pro Wrestling Edge for sponsoring this show. sponsoring the show, taking care of homies players around the world. You know, they have their own podcast. They don't need to be pimping out the other homies, but they love us. You know, they want to see everybody eat, and that's the mentality we love. So on that note, I want to tell you right now, Pro Wrestling Edge, they've got a wonderful podcast, talk about professional wrestling around here, the Midwest, interview wrestlers, they talk about entertainment, and they're talking about sports lately. You can get all their links below. It's wonderful. You feel like you're hanging out with the guys. You really do. You really feel like you're hanging out with your friends, having some pal talk. Love pal talk. So head on over to Pro Wrestling Edge in the comments below. You can see them with all the accoutrements. Accoutrements below in the description. You can also find the Midnight Snuggie Hour below. I'm gonna plug this right. I gotta get a little moisture. You can also check out the Midnight Snuggie Hour. One of the longest standing, if not the ever standing homie of the podcast. They've had our backs every single episode, every single week. We appreciate you guys so much. They have a wonderful thing there. Head on over to Google Podcasts and check out the Midnight Snuggie Hour. They have a wonderful backlog of podcasts coming there, and coming up, they'll have some newer episodes, and Schwartz is going to kind of help out with that, and maybe you'll hear them there. So check out the Midnight Snuggie Hour. Again, we know you bake with the wake. So we put the description for you below. Just click on that. Just click on it. Look at that. See, we get interactive. You talk about your stuff. You get interactive with your promotion. The promoter man says, much love, guys. I've got plans for Randy, winky face. We're doing things. We're moving mountains. You love it. I really appreciate you guys coming on here today, joining Schwartzy so early in the morning, because Schwartzy's Schwartzy's here early in the morning and he's up on his bullshit. We appreciate you guys very much. We love it. We've had some sponsors. We talked some wrestling. We talked thrifting. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for joining me today on Wake and Bake as my voice fleets away from me. I've enjoyed you so much. I've enjoyed you so much, my babies, my Schwartzy poos. I've loved you so much. And I want to tell you, with that being said, with that, I'm gonna get close for this. Nobody is going to love you like Schwartz is going to love you.